It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin joined here in Indianapolis by Charles Davis. Well, CD, these Colts, they seem to be onto something a few years back. They had the NFL's leading rusher in Jonathan Taylor, but last year, a big fall, down to 4-12-1.
And they want to get back to what they had a few seasons ago, as you alluded to. Can they get Jonathan Taylor going again on the ground, get their offensive line going? And their defense certainly has to play a whole lot better than it did in 2022.
Well, meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the rebuild under Doug Peterson is right on track. And listen, nobody's going to get wildly excited about 9-8, which they were last year. I get that. But when that comes on the heels of 3-14 and 1-15, certainly a step in the right direction.
And the biggest stride they can make this year is on defense. 28th against the pass last year, and just moving into the middle of the pack. That could buy them a couple more wins and put them in a great spot come playoff time.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, 36 yards. And the Colts will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrence. So many tapped to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in youth league. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lawrence will throw. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
This one completes Alec Pierce. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a set. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Lawrence.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 8. A give, running right, Etienne. A beautiful fake. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little, because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 31, here's second down and 2. There, Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Richardson finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a third and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Richardson to the air on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pitching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Eluding the... And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That's a Trevor Lawrence I remember coming out of college. Never afraid to tuck the ball and go if people were covered downfield. 2 scores as a rookie, 5 last year. He knows when it's time to take off and put it in the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. A solid stiff arm. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. And they take a knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Try to take this home. They'll run. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. For